Yeah, okay. Any views expressed are the opinion of the guest. It's not a representation because the programming reflects that Po Politickin with 4 eyes. It's really no competition. Suffocating with the dope. You know I be twisting. Real ninjas out in the field. Now we cotton picking. Not to mention our intention to cover topics and many of the subjects. I got more lines than the deli at the Publix with King Pharaoh, Po Politickin. I'm pistol whipping. Rappers jeopardizing hip-hop position, my opposition, intuition, prediction like writers on The Simpsons. To witness the glimpses from higher up dimensions. My bitches be fighting gremlins like Phoebe Cates. Let me cook, stovetop oven, easy bakes. Hydroponic with them seaweed flakes. Yeah, these rappers started from the bottom, power bottom. TD Jakes, unfollowed. Talking about have you ever been swallowed? Regardless of race, color, or creed, you get Apollo'd. We Po Politickin, ticking, we straight Po Politickin, ticking. When it's a great show, you got to listen. Listen to that Po Politickin, ticking. This for the Po Politickin, ticking. We straight Po Politickin, ticking. When it's a great show, you got to listen. Listen to that Po Politickin, ticking.
Welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Right now, we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Check us out wherever you listen to podcasts. 1212. I'm in the place to be with Daemon. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. How about yourself?
I'm good. Did I say your name right?
You got closer. We getting there. It's just Daemon.
It's Daemon. I just need
Daemon.
to take the E out. The email throwing me all off. Daemon.
Nah, it's all good, man. It's spelled a little funny. My parents were having a little fun, I guess.
Is that what is that like? Yeah, why did they spell it the way they spelled it?
I think it's like a old English spelling or something like that. You know, just trying to mix it up. They like the name Daemon, so I usually it's Damon, but I think
like Damon Wayans.
Yeah, but I think
I remember Damon Wayans.
Yeah. It's pronounced the same way. I think it's just like an old English thing. I think I you know what I'm saying. I looked it up a bunch, and it's got a bunch of different European connotations. Some Greek, it's all over the place.
All right, and then I was reading you're from St. Louis.
Yep.
How was it growing up in St. Louis? I remember when I was coming up, they had Nelly, then Jaquan came in a little after him.
I mean, we was like, St. Louis is like a real big, small town. So it's like different subsects all know each other real well, but you could be a part of a different scene and then not know nobody at all. So the Lunatics kind of had some love on the radio before they blew up. So we knew about them a little bit. But I don't know, I may have been out of town when Jaquan blew up. I bounced around a lot, like, you know, writing and stuff. So I was in LA for a little bit too. So I mean, but growing up here is what can I say, man? It's never a dull moment. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of dangerous out here. So you just gotta keep your head on the swivel.
Are you in St. Louis now?
Yeah. I'm in St. Louis now.
So what are some things? Because I don't know. I just mostly know St. Louis for like I've never been there, so I know St. Louis just for I remember you had the Cardinals. I remember like Ozzie Smith back in the day, then the Rams. So that's like all I know about St. Louis. So what y'all know for it? That's
pretty good. I mean, I'm what do you say? What's it like out here? Like now?
I'm saying what's St. Louis known for?
Oh, I mean, right now probably Sexy Red.
You from St. Louis too? Okay.
Yeah, Sexy Red's from St. Louis. So she's doing a thing. Kind of cooled off a little bit, it felt like, but she was like red hot. Like what was like a year ago? She was like the hottest rapper in the world for like a second. I think and then there's some actors, you know, John Hamm is from St. Louis. People say SZA used to live here, but I always hear Jersey more for her. So I think she repped Jersey. I think she lived here for a second or something, her family from here, but I think she's more Jersey than yeah, man, good food, you know what I mean? Good people.
Yeah, I know. I seen like people always mention the barbecue.
You know what's? I'm not a big barbecue person, but like we got restaurants out the wazoo, man. Lots of good food out here. Not just barbecue. Lots of great food, and price of living is cheap. You know what I mean? Because it's still Missouri, so it's like a little blue dot in a sea of red. You know what I'm saying? So
how much is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath right now going for?
I look like a Zillow. I'm doing
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know exactly. I know you can get. I know you can get a 1-bedroom for like a 1-bedroom apartment probably costs you $600.
Shit. I'm in
$700.
San Diego. You want to know how much a 1-bedroom is? Well, I know I saw a little ad for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and it was like 25, 26.
Yeah.
But that wasn't even where I was from. That was from another city over. So I think ours is like, I know, like, say you trying to get a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2 baths, that might be like 30, 32, 35.
Yeah. I lived in LA for a while, so I'm hip. It's expensive.
What part of LA you was in?
Shit, I was all over the place. I was in Coldwater Canyon and near the valley, in the valley for a little while. Then I was in Culver City. Then I was in last place was Lawndale, because I worked in Manhattan Beach, but it's like a straight line. So but I couldn't afford to live in Manhattan Beach.
Yeah, how did you like it when you was out here?
I love LA, man. That's my home. That's like second home, dude. If I could afford it, I'd go back. But I work in music publishing. So some years are real great and you make a lot of money. But the thing is, it's so inconsistent because it's all about licensing and sync. So sometimes I'm not making no money. So I have to save. You stack like 1 year and then that money might last you for 2, 3 years. So it's too expensive to live in LA, at least right now.
Then what do you mean when you say you work in music publishing?
I do what's called top line. So I write lyrics. So I work with my producer, Adrian. He makes a lot of the beats. I work with a few producers and people will send me beats. And my A&Rs will like send me suggestions for types of songs that are getting licensed in television and film, that type of thing. They give me like ideas, like, oh, we need an upbeat song or something like this. So I write lyrics and melody and record vocals. And so when stuff gets licensed and I get paid.
Is that the same thing when people say sync, or there's something different?
Yeah, it's sync. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's sync. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, how long? I saw while I was reading your bio. It looked like you work with Can you name some of the shows your music been on already?
We did The Last OG with Tracy Morgan. Ghosted, which I don't think is on no more. With like I can't think. I think it's in Craig Robinson, and I'm trying to remember the white dude's name. Adam something. He's in Severance now. I can't think of his name. We did something for Mini Cooper. We did something for Adidas. A few things. Yeah, it's been dope. Quite a few things.
How did you get involved with that side of the game?
Luck, man. I wrote a song. I was still living in LA. I'm gonna do the fast forward version because I sit there to talk about that forever. I wrote a record. And then I got hurt. I was working as a bar back. I got hurt at work, so I couldn't pay my bill. So I had to move back to St. Louis. And I had this song, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to finish this record. I've been working on it. So I go to a studio out here, and the engineer looks at me. He's like, yeah, the singer I had doing the chorus was just terrible. He's like, yo, it's not going to work. And I just randomly hit up this woman. I barely knew her. This woman named Shell in St. Louis. I think I had been in St. Louis like a couple months at that point back, so I really didn't know nobody like active like that. She came through and crushed the record. Fast forward, I sent it to the producer, yada yada yada, going about my life. And the person we had sampled, his name is Galt McDermott. He had just died, and this publishing company buys the rights into his catalog. And somehow, when they buy his catalog, I don't even know how. I still to this day don't know how. Somehow, my song ends up in this list of songs that they think is his, and the head of creative like listened to it and liked it and tracked me down. I was like, what is this? Like, who are you? My name wasn't even Daemon at that point. I was Fiki. And she was like, are you this your song? I was like, yeah, this is my song. And they loved it so much. We just kept in contact. And I sent them a bunch of music, and eventually they offered me a deal. So it was literally the most random. It was just that's why I tell young artists all the time, you just got to work real hard, be consistent, and just hope you get lucky. Cause it's really what's the old boy, trying to think of the guy that plays Sam Wilson, the guy that plays Captain America, the new Captain America. I can't think of his name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I remember he did that interview saying that.
Yeah, and it really resonated with me because that's literally what happened. Like I wasn't doing nothing that the homie next to me wasn't doing. I just was working hard, and then somebody was like, "Yeah, you," and then next thing you know, you got the opportunity.
Now, how did you get involved with music in the first place?
Oh man, like when I was a kid, man, I don't know if you dealt with this, but like you'd be in a good mood and you hear a sad song and it make you sad. I mean, I'm talking about like real young, and I was like, I want to be able to do that. Like that just, I mean, I would literally like cry. Like I'd
Man
be
in the Mirror
happy.
used to make me sad.
What's that?
Man in the Mirror.
Oh my God, yeah.
And the video was fucking me all up when I was
song.
little. I was like, oh, this shit's fucking me up.
Right. So I was like, I need that power. Like whatever that is, I need to know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I did a lot of writing. You know, I mean, I'm not like the best singer or nothing. So rap really, really kept taking off and going crazy. It was like, all right, maybe this could be that way to connect with people. I love being able to like have a feeling and put it into something like tangible. You know what I'm saying? And then share it with people. That feeling is crazy, man.
And then who was some of your I guess the people you kind of studied and molded your craft, you know?
I was always so yeah, I'm like old school. I like the old school dude. So like my shit is like I always wanted to like have lyrics like Nas, a flow, because I felt like he was poetic, but he could like tell stories. I loved his lyrics. And I always thought Jay-Z had the best flow because he could do kind of his own flow, but he could do anybody's flow kind of. He could, whenever the Beanie Siegel and them was hot, he was doing kind of like State Property. Then when he's working with Kanye, so I feel like he could always adapt his flow. And then I always thought Biggie had the best vocal projection of delivery. I always say Biggie could read out of a phone book. Like his lyrics weren't always the best, but the way he could B-I-G, P-O, P-P-A, no info, for the way he delivered his words. So to me, that would be like, that's what I mean, it's evolved over time, but that was like the building block for me. So like lyrically like Nas, flow like Jay, and have a strong delivery like Big, or maybe even like Pac. So that was like kind of how I started building my flow. And then you learn from more cats, Eminem with the punchlines and the rhyme scheme stuff, and then Black Thought is just a really great, well-rounded rapper. The new guys, Cole is great. I try to listen to the new guys too much because if you listen to a bunch of Kendrick Lamar and you start throwing that Kendrick, you know what I'm saying? You got to be careful not to.
But that's what I always be saying now. I don't even consider them new.
That's true. They're not new. I'm just older, so for me, it's like, yeah, that's real. That's real. Who the new guy? I guess who the new super lyrical guys like JID, but he ain't even that new no more. Yeah, I kind of don't listen to none of them because I don't want. I mean, I hear it and I appreciate it. I know how dope it is, but it's like you fuel yourself with that, and then you turn around, you start writing, and then next thing you know, you're writing a JID or J. Cole song. So it's like I listen to my stuff and then maybe some of the older stuff because it's already kind of ingrained in the style.
Yeah, and you said speaking of your stuff, I want you to talk about your latest single, ain't like Megalodian.
Oh yeah, Megalodon. I love that.
I said Megalodian.
Megalodian.
I was looking at it, I was like, Megalodian. I was like,
Megalodon.
Yeah, I would say, because you name all the rappers you name, but when I heard that song, I heard James Brown. Or maybe just the beat reminded me of James Brown.
Yeah, it's got like an old school style to it, but it's different because it's like usually when people take a beat like that, they try to flip it and make it feel more modern. I was like, nah, I want it to feel old. I want it to feel like super throwback. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then just rapping over it. You know what I mean? So yeah,
I was tight. It was different.
Thanks, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. And then that's what I was gonna say too. So then I started going through your music, and then I heard a lot of different styles. So I was like, is that due to your, like you said, you have to do the syncs?
Yeah,
like
that's the only downside is because a lot of what happens is a company will want when you like an underground artist, you're not competing with just other underground artists. Like it's been times I've lost placements to Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so you writing all kinds of stuff, but what the thing as an underground artist, what they do like is what exclusive stuff. So tracks that haven't ever come out. So a company will want my song because they'll feel like, oh, this is special. This is unique to us. You know what I'm saying? And they want you to release it. They want it out in the world. So if people watch their show, then they go to Spotify. They got the show going and Shazam your song, and then they listen to the song and they come back and watch the show again or whatever. So you end up with this Spotify where like your music is all over the place. We got like a Frank Sinatra, New York electronic dance cover, and like, you know what I'm saying? Or like, you know, just all kinds of different styles of music on there, which is cool sometimes, but sometimes it can. I know people like to go to artists and they want a certain mood, and like I'm all over the place creatively.
So and then what do you want the listeners to know about you?
Man, what I want the listeners to know about me. That's crazy. Well, I'm dropping an album, Euphonic, August 11th. And
Why you pick August 11th?
August 11th, yeah.
No, why you pick that date?
I was gonna get married, and she tragically she lost her life. She got hit by a car. Basically, I don't get to the details, and that's her birthday. So and the record kind of deals with that a little bit because it's sort of like basically like I was on top of the world, thought everything. I was, you know, I'm young and got money and about to get married, and I got my career popping, and I, you know, saying then she died, and then just sort of like went into like a dark place for a while, and then just now starting to crawl out of that. You know what I mean? Like starting to get my shit together. So the record loosely follows that. It's not one for one because I still want it to be. I want to bar out. I want to have fun. I want people to dance. I want it to, you know what I'm saying? But it loosely follows that, and the whole idea is like, you know, I don't know if I believe in the devil. I think the devil is something that is in all of us. It's just trauma. So it's like this idea that like this young artist sells the soul to the devil to get everything he wants until he realizes it's not really the devil. It's just unhealed trauma, shit he just haven't dealt with. So I guess I just want the audience to just connect with me as a human being, but then also get these bars, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to be able to do both because I feel like a lot of times you only get one or the other. You get dudes who can rap really well, but they don't really necessarily have like an emotional connection with the audience at all. It's just like you got bars, you know. So I want to do a little bit of both.
And then where you trying to go with your career?
Man, you know what? I feel like I got the perfect career, dude. Killer Mike. Like he's famous and he's dope as fuck, but he ain't gotta like do that. No offense, but he ain't gotta deal with like the same kind of crazy bullshit as someone like Drake or even Kendrick Lamar. You know what I mean? I feel like he's at that perfect level as an MC where he's well respected around the world. You know what I'm saying? He can travel and play any place. He got Grammys, he got gold records, but he's a rapper's rapper. So I feel like that's the perfect career. So I'd love to be somewhere opening up for Run the Jewels or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to be in that place. Or shit, you know, doing a joint show with somebody like Run the Jewels. You know what I mean? I'd love to be in that place where you could do like, you got a Grammy, you got a gold record, but you're not dancing in hot pants on MTV. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing wrong with doing that. I'm just saying where you still gotta, well, there's just like as a balance as a creative person. You know what I mean? You feel fulfilled as an artist, but you also, you know, you ain't scrapping for coins type shit.
Yeah. What do you like outside of making music? What do you like to do outside of making music?
I like to write. I'm trying to learn how to. I'm not any good at it. You know, when you get good at a thing and then you try to learn how to do something else, you realize how you could just feel like you ain't good at it. So I really want to get good at writing stories. Like I want to get to the point where I can write scripts. I love to write comics. I've been working on one comic story for like 10 years and it still ain't no good. Just keep rewriting it over and over again and starting off again. But I'd love to get to the point where I can write comics. That'd be great.
My son, my wife is showing me my son. He has I don't know if you know Corey Kitchen. Yeah, some YouTube black guy named Corey Kitchen, but he ended up making like a comic book for his supporters, but he made it like the Japanese way and they read it backwards.
Yeah.
I was like, that shit tight. I was like, I didn't even know they read that shit like that, but I was like,
yeah.
I didn't know they read it backwards, but it's pretty tight.
Well, backwards to us, right? I mean, it's dope. The manga, I was working with an artist for a while to get like the designs for my characters, and he's a brother named PKNG, and he has like a manga anime style art style. So our goal was to like sort of bridge the two gaps, like more of an American storytelling style, you know, because we tell our stories differently. Ours are more serialized Like Batman 75, 80 years old, still telling Batman stories. But manga is more like, you know, you got 100 stories, you tell them stories, and then that book's done. So I was trying to like bring those two sort of storytelling styles together. But like I said, I ain't no good at it yet. I gotta get to these music goals first. I got them written on. I got a dry erase board. I'm in my office. I got this dry erase board with my goals written on it, and just scratching them one by one. So once I get done with all those, I'm gonna take my ass back to college and, you know what I'm saying, learn how to write in a different format.
That's what's up. And then how long you been growing your hair for?
Oh shoot, since 2000. Like it's self pruned, so it probably should be down to my feet, but it's sort of, my hair's sort of thin, so it got these little curls on there, so it just like it get thin, and I just go just kind of yank them loose. So I mean, that's the reason why I got dreads in the first place. I just wanted something low maintenance. So I'm not really.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what made you want to grow them out in the first place?
I went for a job interview. I was trying to get an afro, and I'll never forget this. I'm sitting in the car for the job interview. I'm picking my hair. I had the window down, and the wind blew, and my whole fro went like this, like it went sideways, like it went like I had a perm, like Don King. And that's when I realized my hair was too like stringy for an afro, and I was like, I gotta do something else. So I know that's like a dumbass story, but that's the truth. So I was like, all right, well, gotta try something else. And I went and got it locked up. Well, not locked, but get it twisted. I just like the feel, and I liked how low maintenance it was. Like that's why I'm wearing a hat right now, because it's a mess under here. I could just throw a hat on it.
You say it's low maintenance, but how often do you get your hair retwisted?
I mean, I twist. I need to twist it more. I used to twist it once a week. And now maybe I do it once a month. Maybe I do it myself. I need to do it, especially now because I can afford it. Before it was like I'm a poor starving artist, I can't afford it, and now I'm just kind of like,
I thought you posted like, I don't know. I thought, because I get my shit twisted like every couple of months. I didn't know you posted twisted that often.
I mean, it's different for everybody. Like it's also those like styles, because mine is sort of manicured, like it's so small. But like if you got them big joints, I think it just depends on what your hair is doing. I think it's supposed to be like once a month, I think, but it also depends on your hair. But my hair, it needs to be like twice a month. But I be in the studio and I be at home. There ain't no excuse. I'm trying to make it good, but ain't no excuse. I'm just slacking. Slacking.
So and then what do you put in your hair?
Oh man, I do like some leave-in conditioners, different stuff. I mix it up, some shea butter, leave-in conditioner type of stuff. Just and then for twisting, obviously you got the black gel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Then back to one of my favorite topics. So I'd like to ask the guests, like, what are some of your favorite foods? We was talking about a list today, but we didn't get into it all the way.
Favorite food, man. So I'm really trying to get into my health stuff. So like I do like a cheat weekend, and cheat weekend is probably when I eat what I want to eat. Like I'm a sucker for like a good burger. We have a thing in St. Louis called toasted ravioli. I don't know if you ever heard of that, but it's like a ravioli with ground beef in it, like spicy ground beef, and then they deep fry it. It's pretty fire. So we dip it in marinara. That's pretty dope. And then I love sweets, man. Like give me a half-baked chocolate chip cookie with salted caramel and ice cream. Like, it's like the hot cookie that's still like melted or whatever. Like it's not fully cooked, and then you put the ice cream on top of it. Like that's I am a terrible fatty. So give me like some shit like that for sure.
And then like not alcohol, but like what are some of your favorite drinks?
Oh, I don't really drink water. I used to be after my girl passed, I got really bad into drinking and drugs like crazy. So I literally only drink water. I've been doing Pedialyte on the weekend sometimes. So just because trying to stay hydrated, get some of them electrolytes during the weekend, additional calories and shit. But yeah, all I drink is water now.
What kind of is it a certain type of water or a certain?
Oh hell yeah, Essentia. I go grab one. I got like boxes of them in here. That's my shit. Essentia water. I feel guilty because I just found out it's made by Nestle. And you heard what that Nestle CEO said about water? You hear that shit? He was like, water isn't a right, and he just wants to like buy up all the water and make or force people to buy it to drink.
Yeah, I used to work for Nestle actually for a few years.
Mm.
Yeah, they own a lot of that shit. They probably
Yeah,
own,
that's
they
wild.
own a lot of water.
I didn't know they got because for a while there was like a Nestle water brand. They got
Mhm.
smart. It was like fuck all that. We go.
They took their name off of it, but they still own a
Mhm.
lot of them.
Mhm.
I would say then, because I was reading about this. So, do you drink your water like room temperature or ice cold?
Yeah, I drink it room temperature. I hear that. I hear about that. That's a big debate online. I didn't
I be
even
trying to
think
drink
about
it,
that.
man. I notice when I drink it room temperature, I can't because I be using like a man. We got the like best topics, huh? I use a copper straw.
Mhm.
So then when I drink room temperature, I notice it's harder for me to drink through my straw. But when I drink it cold, it's easier to drink through my straw. So I was like, I wonder why
Huh.
is that?
I don't know. I never heard that. That's different. I ain't never heard that before.
Yeah, but I know, man, I like water too. So that's like I actually enjoy talking about water because I be wanting to find something different about water. But the best water I had so far was some reverse osmosis water. That water was good. It tastes like it had some sugar in it or something. So
You remember
I
the
might
name
have to
of
give
it?
me a reverse osmosis machine eventually and just get my water like that.
Yeah. Do you remember the name of the brand?
No, it's like you had to buy like my homie, he had bought the machine for his house.
Mm.
So it just he had it set up in his house, then you just drink your water like that. But that shit was good. But it was I mean, he probably had to pay some bread for that, but it was a whole reverse osmosis machine in his house. He drinking water like that.
Man, it's always something, I swear. Nah, my homegirl G put me on the Essentia, and I just been drinking it since. I don't know.
It's alkaline, right?
Hmm?
It's alkaline, right?
I think so. Let me go. I'm gonna go grab it. I'm curious. Now you got me thinking.
Uh
Hold up, it's right here. Let me see. Yeah, it looked like it. Yeah, ionized alkaline water. We advertise it for Nestle in here. This man used to work for us, but I'm over here
no,
posing.
it's actually I really it was the last I interviewed another person and they said that one too. So I think they're in the lead right now as far as the best water.
Have you tried that before?
I had it before, but I just don't I gotta try it again because I don't remember it. I mean, I just most time when you order getting water, you just getting water. As long as you don't get the little cheap store brand one, I always get but I get that one. I like it. I gotta get some more though. Or usually I just get I got the filter in the house, so I just drink.
There you go. There you go. What's the one that everybody hate on all the time? Dasani.
Fuji, Dasani, yeah. And then they even like I'm saying, it's like so much stuff now because it'd be like people be like, well, you don't supposed to drink out of plastic bottle, you supposed to drink out of glass.
I heard
like
that.
All kind of shit now. So it's like, man, what are you really supposed to be? It's like always something.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's when I start. I'm not even saying it is or isn't, but like I use the excuse I'm just busy, which is probably just an excuse. But like when you're going for your goals in this world right now, especially the way things are set up, I don't have no time. I can't. I barely get the water I want to drink. So, and then I buy it in bulk because it'll go on sale. So I'll buy like 8 cases of it because it's on sale, and then just it's in the office, and I don't have to think about it because independent artist, you're a songwriter, you're a producer, you're a marketing person, you're a graphic designer, you're a music video producer, video editor. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I ain't got time to sit here and debate about no plastic bottles. Just say you ain't even got the time for it.
Have you tapped into any AI technology yet?
I don't like AI. I don't mess with it. I'm not gonna tell nobody else what to do. That's not my place. I love to get to a position of leadership in the culture to speak on that stuff more with more authority. But right now, I feel like I get why people use it because they poor and they need take advantage of everything in front of them. But I'm friends with too many people that make a living drawing and painting that I can't fuck with it. You know what I mean? Because I just feel like every time you do, you take it. Like I got homies that raising kids and they're professional painters, so it just feel like a slap in their face. You know what I mean?
It's something about Elon Musk. So I was trying to figure out what was going on, but they said Elon Musk sold X to his AI-based business. So I was like, I wonder what he finna try to do with that shit.
Yeah, he sold it to himself. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out myself too.
Man, I don't know what we're gonna do, man. I'm just trying to give people a little bit of joy because I know I say it's bad right now, but I got a feeling it's gonna get worse.
Yeah, it's like a lot of stuff. I know it's real expensive out here. everything's expensive. Eggs like hell expensive out here right now.
Yeah.
Y'all eggs expensive.
Yeah.
Like,
Eggs, I mean,
eggs, what the fuck?
eggs expensive to us, but I mean, probably cheaper than they are for you. But you know what I'm saying? What happens here is, things are cheaper, but then people are making less money. So starts to balance itself out. You know what I mean? That's the reason why I'm staying here, because all my money is like technically coming from, the UK and LA and New York and Chicago, because the sync world isn't here. So it's like, you're here and you can hope that theoretically you bring money in from other places, and then, you'll be a source of income for St. Louis.
And then I saw that you was kind of touching on it a little bit, but I saw you had one song. It was called like 3 years sober.
Yeah. It'll be, that song's about a year more.
Yeah.
About. So I was 3 years sober. I think I dropped that in January last year. The actual date of my sobriety is November 18th. So like I've been it'll be 5 years into this year. But yeah, I've been I fell down a hole, man. Especially as an artist, you can like rationalize it. Like I'm not a drug addict, bro. I'm creative. You know what I'm saying? So I got really trapped in that. It was, pretty much everything, but mainly like cocaine, alcohol, that combination of those two things, and just got locked in real deep. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so just thankful to be alive.
How were you able to pull yourself out?
Yeah, what was funny was it wasn't even nothing. It wasn't like in the movies where you had like a moment. I was in LA for work, and I just had to come home. Like a friend of mine's mother had passed. I was supposed to go see him while he was in LA. He flew to LA to see her, and I got too fucked up to do it. And then I went back to St. Louis because I had a job. My producer engineer is in St. Louis, so my publisher hit me up, asked me about a job. So I flew back to St. Louis to work. We worked that weekend, and then that Monday I woke up I don't know. I was just done. It's weird. Like it wasn't nothing snapped. I just woke up that day. I was like, yeah, that's it. I'm done. Oh, I wish it was more romantic, so it'd be a cooler story, but it literally something just clicked in my head, man. I just couldn't do it no more.
Yeah, that's crazy how like some people have that personality to just stop, and some people they just can't stop. Like they don't have that switch per se, I guess.
Yeah, but some people also don't have a support system. So I'm lucky. Like neither one of my parents do drugs. My brothers don't. Like I know people that like want to get sober. They don't got nowhere to go. You know what I mean? Like it ain't no environment for them to get sober in. And you got people that, especially in the music business, because then if they don't have sober friends and family, and then they always in that environment, you got to go to nightclubs, you got to go to recording studios all the time. Everyone's always drinking and smoking, and not necessarily abusing it, but it's just you constantly surrounded by it. And then there's no like place to go safely. But I was lucky, so I was able to go home. I just went to my parents' house for I think I stayed with them for like 6 months. You know what I'm saying? But everybody don't got that kind of resource, so it's hard for folks to get clean.
Yeah, I be getting mad because I feel like why is it every time like it seems like a lot of black celebrities once they do get famous, they always want to sell liquor. They're like, damn, why I sell liquor like all the time? It's like it's too much. We don't need no more liquor. We okay with liquor.
Yeah,
make water. Make some water. Shit, goddamn.
Good. Hey, but you know what though? That seemed to be the white boys picked up on that too, because what is it? Ryan Reynolds got a gin.
Yeah. Well, you could just say, even take the race off of it. Just celebrities in general. It seems like celebrities in general. Yeah. That's one of the easiest products they can promote and sell is liquor. Yeah. And I'm like, come on, man. We don't, like I said, we got enough liquor.
Yeah. That's what scares me is that I feel like it's gonna get worse because it's like a sinking ship, but it's sinking real slowly. So people are just trying to figure out what they can take off this mug before, so it's like, all right, if it's gonna burn down, then let me get mine real quick. And that just starts to become the prevailing ideology, the prevailing thought process. So
then I even look like I watch a lot of the sports podcasts. All of them promote DraftKings. I'm like, yeah, damn.
Bro,
liquor is fucking gambling. If it ain't gambling, it's fucking sex pills. Like, goddamn, you like, what the fuck?
It's getting wild, and it's like
a credit card. I'm like, why is y'all promoting credit cards?
What's in your wallet, ass?
Yeah, that shit crazy. Like, man, why are we promoting this shit all the time?
Yeah, man. It sucks, man. It sucks. Like I said, like it just. What I've been doing, I've been reading, and not even like reading for knowledge. I just been reading these like sword and sorcery fantasy novel books with the action adventure stuff, just to like do something to entertain myself, but that doesn't involve endless advertising and constantly being sold something, because it's just to the point where it's so pervasive. I just read an article that they considering doing advertisements in the sky, doing with like over the stars, like a Coca-Cola ad in the skies,
like a blimp. Like a blimp, basically.
No, like they got ways to project into the sky, like straight up, just a big Coke ad, just in the sky. I just glanced at it. I don't know, like it could have been BS, but it looked like it was from a reputable source. It was one of them things I saw it and I just closed my laptop. I was like, you know what? That's enough. That's enough internet for today. It's like,
it's like constantly. I was even talking about how like smartphones is good. I mean, it was good because we got a computer in your hands now, but at the same time, it's like it kind of just took you away from like I know less people probably meditate or just be by themselves.
Yeah,
people don't like back in the day we didn't like. I know in the 80s you didn't have no damn cell phone. So what were we doing back then? We had to go do something or go live. Now you just go on your cell phone and go scroll.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I tell my boys all the time. I tell the young artists I work with all the time. I say, when you're promoting your music, you got to remember you're not competing with other artists. You're competing with cat videos. You're competing with memes, and it's just all of this is the big, it's all there. Everyone just staring, and I'm guilty of it too. I'll see somebody. I'll watch a video on Instagram, and some woman is singing, and she has the most beautiful voice I've ever heard, and the beat is dope, and I'll listen to it for 10 seconds, and then I'll be like, oh, that was great, heart, and then move on with my like, don't care. So it's like you got to remember that state of mind when you're out here promoting yourself and marketing. It's just it's wild out here, bro.
And then what would you like to say to your fans and supporters?
Thank you. More to come too. Like I've been half doing this for a long time. I thought I was locked in before, but I'm really locked in now. So this year is gonna be like not just some of the best music I ever released, but just the whole process. I've given it everything I got. So I'm really excited to show people. Got a new single dropping soon.
All right. I want to say thanks for coming through Politickin with me.
Thanks for having me.
No doubt. You got anything you want to say? Well, I just asked you that. You got any like shout outs, anything?
Nah, screw all them people. Nah, I'm just joking. Shout out to my producer Adrian, Breakfast, Third Side Music, the homies Rotten, my rap group Rotten, Revenge of the Nerds, Rec Riddles, Supreme Soul. Love y'all. And my DJ Trackstar the DJ. That's my guy.
Oh yeah, I remember him from a long time ago.
Yeah.
That's your DJ?
Yeah, if I have a DJ. He's also a producer. We got a project coming soon called Killjoy that we do it together. He made the beats and I did the rap. So I'm really excited about that too.
Then what's your social media?
Every social media is Songs by Day. Songs by DAE. So find me on anything. Just type that in.
All right, y'all. To the next time. Any last words?
Man, more to come. More life. More music.
All right, y'all. To the next time. Peace, y'all. Peace. Check me out. Po Politickin. Social media and everything like that. All right, bro. I'll holler at you.
Peace, fam.
The whole squad on the mission, you got to listen. We Po Politickin, it's so dope when it kick in. You can get in where you fit in. We straight Po Politickin. The whole squad on the mission. You got to listen, you know what this is. When we Po Politickin, my money long like division.